Did you miss any of the action-packed Overwatch League matches for Day 3 of Week 4? Don't worry, we've got your back, and we're bringing you a condensed version of all the action every day after the matches. The Game Haus Overwatch recap starts right now. Starting off, we had the 2-5 San Francisco Shock going up against the 1-6 Florida Mayhem. Both of these teams are looking to get some momentum, but neither has a great shot at playoffs at this point. Our first map was Numbani. As neither team has incredible defensive form, both the Mayhem and the Shock were able to take the payloads to the finish line. However, the Shock had a bit more time to work with. They ended up taking the map in the second round due to a clean team fight. The next map, Temple of Anubis, showed us more of the same. This time both teams showed a bit more strength defensively, as is typical for assault maps. The Shock were able to hold the second point though, which made the third map a must-win for the Mayhem. Ilios did not help our faith in the Florida team. They had their moments, but this map was all Shock all the time. San Francisco left the map looking for the 4-0 sweep.
It's going to be very difficult here. Well, I mean, it's going to be very difficult to come back from the grave.
Our last map of Junkertown gave us even more glimmers of how the Mayhem could take control. Unfortunately for them, they were cut short of a victory and went down 0-4.
Immediately.
It's not been a great Bastion game for Sleepy, that's for sure, so he's going to get off.
For our second match of the day, the 5-2 Houston Outlaws and the 5-2 Seoul Dynasty fought for third place. The Outlaws have been improving consistently, whereas Seoul has been dominant, but has also been struggling against other top-tier teams. The series opens up with Eichenwald, where the Seoul Dynasty indeed looked a bit off their game. The Outlaws continued their rock-steady play and held the final point just barely out of Seoul's grasp.
Valkyrie's coming in. They're going to catch Zumba again. Can anyone get back to the payload? J-Home now with the Transcendence. And I don't know, man. I don't know if Seoul can grind this one out. Houston looks like they're pulling ahead in this fight, and I think they've got
On
it.
defense, Weekeat's Junkrat made a grand appearance. Alongside Ryo Ji-hong's incredible awareness on Zenyatta, Seoul was able to hold adamantly. However, with a string of big plays out of Jake, the Outlaws take the first map. The second map was Horizon Lunar Colony, where both of these teams were previously undefeated. Seoul somehow managed to break Houston's defense and get 2 points with only 10 seconds remaining. Houston stormed through the Dynasty's defense on point 1, but Seoul was able to stall for 6 minutes and evened up the score 1-1. Houston had historically struggled on control maps, which didn't bode well for them. They had to win at least one to take the series. They put up a solid fight on the second point of Ilios, but Seoul was able to take this map 2-0 on the back of Fleeta's Pharah. This backed Houston into a 1-2 scenario where they had to win Junkertown to have any hope of winning this series. On their attack, Seoul was barely unable to pull out their classic clutch team fight, and Houston held them off to the last point. Unexpectedly, the Outlaws were also able to push through. They took the fourth map of the series, which gave us a map 5.
Oh, why not get killed by Jake's Junkrat tire?
He died during Valkyrie.
That could be it right there.
That
Houston
might be.
pushing forward, Miro defending as much as he can, but there's only so much you can do if you're 1v6. And I think, Monte Cristo, that we are going to map number 5.
Wow.
The first point on Lijiang Tower showed us more of Fleeta's fireworks, as he ended the map with 49% direct hit accuracy on Pharah.
Remains, and he's going to get out of there. Oh, did I say get out of there? That's before Fleta showed up.
Oh!
Houston came back in the night market to tie up the map, but Seoul pulled it out with some incredible Zarya play out of Zumba. Congratulations to Dynasty for securing third place in the last possible moment. Our last match of the day was between two middle-of-the-pack teams. However, going into it, the favorite was clearly Boston, as they just recently defeated the powerhouse of London Spitfire. Numbani was a complete stomp. In our first map, Boston held LA at 1 point and steamrolled through to the second with their excellent coordination.
Gets the big kill, focuses on the healers, and he manages to take them out immediately. Dreamcasper just got all the value in the world out of that Dragon Blade.
Temple of Anubis didn't go much differently. With the stronger showing out of the Gladiators on offense, we saw them almost claim the point multiple times. However, Boston barely held them off and made a convincing offense to make the series 2-0. This particular LA team has had plenty of experience with reverse sweeps, as they were involved in both of them in the league. Oasis is where they had to make that dream a reality. While Boston looked significantly less dominant on control, they still managed to hold the first point. The second wasn't nearly as close, as Uprising closed out the map with a perfect point.
All of the damage, there's the barrage, and that ends it here for Boston.
Having won the series already in a dominant fashion, Dorado wasn't promising any hope for the Gladiators. Continuing their solid team play, Boston kept LA from getting to the final point and had an on-form offense to close the series 4-0. We saw a couple more sweeps for day 3, so what do we have in store for day 4? Only time will tell. This concludes our recap for day 3 of week 4. Keep your eyes out for more recaps from us, and remember to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. From our house to yours, we'll see you next time.